Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. All right, we're gonna go through this. First of all, thanks you guys for being on. Okay, I'm excited. Really sad you guys can. We haven't been able to get out with everything with COVID, but I'm hoping you guys are staying safe. So a part of this is that the one thing a part of the BFL Academy is that you have to go through these classes anyway. You have to go through workshops anyway. This is a part of your growth. My professional players have to go through this. They have to understand the principles of the game. They have to learn the game. So this is the part where I get to see now if you're able to have the ability, the understanding of the game. So when you're playing, you're able to handle the complexity of the game, okay? So the first two groups just went through it. Yours is going to look a little different. I'm going to be on you because I want to know what you're learning and what does that look like and how are we going to go from here, okay? So we start off our little icebreaker, okay? If I call you, all right, if I call your name, this means is that you're going to have to tell me position you play, animal that best describes you, okay, why, and Akila is going to give you the first item because I know she has something hanging around. Like she's just gonna call an item, yeah? I know she's got something. They can bring glasses, Akila. They can bring you glasses. They can do something, a pen, a pencil, what you got. I know you got something.
So looking around.
Yeah, he's looking around. It's something. And listen, branding is so crucial for you guys because your first impression playing, your last impression is crucial. But that first impression, you never know. If it's a school, you got to brand. You got to let people know who you are, right? So when you're going to brand, it's all got to do with your personality traits and how you deliver. So if you're unsure and you go through it, trust me, by the end when we finish the end of the season, you're going to be out there shouting, making things flying, going all over the place, okay, with your ideas. You're going to be more imaginative. So, Christiana, how you doing? She's looking for the...
Oh, I'm doing good.
Guess what? You are first. Yes, because you're right in the middle of the screen. So you got to tell us an animal that best describes you, why, tell us your position, animal that describes you, why, and then Coach Keel is going to give you something awesome to brand. And she's heard this so many times, I can guarantee she's going to give you something tough. Here we go. And go, Christiana.
Okay, so I think a shark or fish best describes me because I like the sea a lot. I like to be around the ocean and just see different things. So, yeah.
Awesome.
And I play striker. My position is striker or midfield. So.
Okay. So, Akila, what are you going to give her? Come on, or you can just give a word. Something.
A pillow.
A pillow. Okay, so hold up. Listen, you got 20 seconds to brand this pillow. And I'm not shocked of this because I'm sure that means Akila loves to sleep. She's probably going to take a nap.
No, I don't. I don't get any sleep.
Okay. So here we go, Christiana. You got 20 seconds and you're on the clock and go. Brand that pillow.
Okay, so this is my pillow, guys. And my pillow is so comfy that you won't be able to, it'll literally let you go in it, but you won't really feel it because it's just so comfy. You don't think about it. You just fall asleep instantly on it.
7 seconds.
So it costs $20 because of the type of quality it is. And yeah, I guess that's really it. 2, 1.
Okay, and stop. Thumbs up if you're going to buy the pillow. Thumbs down if you're not buying this pillow. Now listen, if she hasn't branded this pillow enough for you to buy it, listen. You don't have to put your thumbs up. And don't put your thumbs up, because I like you. Oh, I like her. She's my friend. No, we want to know that she do a good job branding. So who likes the pillow and who will buy the pillow? Put your thumbs up.
I just want to get inside and not even realize I'm inside that pillow and just go to sleep. That's solely for me. I don't care how much it costs.
Thumbs up, 2 thumbs up.
I get to get inside and not even know I'm in it and I'm going to sleep. Oh, yeah, I'm in.
So who is not buying the pillow? Who's not buying the pillow? Okay, Cameron, you're not buying the pillow? Tell us why you are buying it now, all right? Who's not buying the pillow?
Ramaya's not buying it.
Ramaya
said she's not buying it. I saw it.
Ramaya, why are you not buying the pillow, Ramaya?
She don't have $20.
Because, you know, it's just not my type of pillow. I don't like my pillows very soft. Like.
Okay. Did she like her energy? Did she push this pillow out to you? Like, did you like, wow, I'm getting this thing?
She wasn't very energetic.
Right? So no, listen, it's okay, because this is how we're learning, right? And this is a part of branding. When you're looking to sell something, no matter what it is, you've got to be comfortable in it. Like, here we go. Man, you got to get my pillow. My pillow is not only on sale, but you buy one, get 3 free. Oh, your friends, your family, 2 of my pillows, man, can fly. You call for your pillow from the room, it's coming straight to you, lays out for you, and it may even help you get on the pillow. So your energy and to sell it becomes so crucial, because if I'm playing, I want that coach look at me. So you're going to see my body language feel like, oh, wow, that guy's coming. So for instance, when my guys go to tryout, my pros go to tryout for different clubs, and they're going to outdoor. What I do, I tell them do something different. If they tell you got to wear black, white shirts, you know what I tell them? Go wear a fluorescent band on your wrist. But you got 50 guys trying out for MOS 100 in one spot, you have to do something that's going to get the people to look at you. But you have to perform after that. So this is why we're doing this branding and this processing, right? Just so you understand that, because it's so crucial. All right, so your brand becomes so crucial. But that's all right, Christiana, you sold some pillows. You're cool. You're cool. You don't worry. I'll buy the pillow. I'll buy it. I'll buy it from you. So, guys, let's go through on what our whole process is going to look like today, okay? And participate so I can get a good understanding on where you guys are at, okay? The last groups that went, you guys are the older groups, right? So the last group that went is really kind of focusing on building, okay? What are we building from here? So our workshops is going to call for those roles. You're going to learn your roles. You guys are going to learn a lot of system of play, how to effectively pull those systems out. So your workshops will change, okay? As we move, your workshop's going to be more complex, all right? You're always going to have an icebreaker, okay? In your icebreakers, I may have you on the spot acting out a word. I may have you doing something totally different. And the icebreakers is so we can get to know each other, okay? 15 minutes of your coaching understanding today, okay? It's probably a little less than that. 10 minutes of your power words. We're going to start our power words today, right? And this is going to be of each month. We have a set word for that month, okay? We're going to go through a player research. I want you guys to really start researching some players and following some good players. And I'm not talking about male players. I'm talking about female good players. I don't want you to come out, yes, my best player I like is Messi, okay? No, I want you, yes, yeah, I know some of you's probably smiling. It's fine, but I want you looking at some actually female good players, because you have a lot of female good players out there. After that, I know you guys probably haven't been on your ball mastery homework. What we're going to do is actually do some work, but I'm going to let you know where you can find that if you're looking to do some extra work on your own. We're also going to give you guys some more advanced training things you can do once you get past that basic ball mastery stuff, okay? So first thing you're going to do is give you an idea of what your coaches and what the principles are. You guys are at a stage right now is that we got to prepare you, especially if you're looking to get to college, yeah? You need to really understand what the principles look like. You guys' workshops are going to range from, like your next one, we probably start introducing you guys soccer YouTube videos. Again, you guys upload your own soccer YouTube videos, okay? And then after that, we're going to teach you how to college search, how to look for your colleges, because you're going to have to start building profiles, okay? I may wait for the profile builder until when my app comes out, because that's what you're going to be able to do right off of my app, okay? So you guys, you're at that age where if a coach makes a mistake, you guys are going to shout at a coach, shout at a referee, want to strangle somebody, get upset. You have to understand that one of the principles of our coaches is that we stand by. We will make mistakes. Your coaches are human. Understand that they are human. But every decision they make, because we're doing things off of curriculum, is for the success and the integrity of the group. So, for instance, if we decide that we know that Catherine is a forward, we may decide to say, Catherine, we're going to put you down defense this game. It may be 2 reasons we're putting you down. One may be, Catherine, to put you down defense because we feel that you need to add that to your game, or we may need you to kind of support us bringing the ball out of the back, okay? So it's not that, you know, if it ends out that it didn't work out, it's okay. But the coach decided that that's the decision they're going to make because they want to help support the success of the team. Also, our coaches, principal, expect nothing less than 100% of your work. Nothing less. I am going to be on you U17 players because I can tell you what happens. Let me tell you what happens. I think and I'm sure that you're probably in a position sometimes and you take things probably for granted a little bit. Cool. I don't have to. Yeah, I can do a little bit because I know this work, right? Get yourself in only doing things halfway, not wanting to kind of like dive into it, do more. Some may feel that because some of your coaches are actually probably a year older than you or the same age as you, okay, the assistants, and feel, oh, I'm not going to listen. The information that you're getting, okay, the one thing about being a good player, you're going to have to open yourself to all different types of information. But you also have to understand you also have a voice. So I want you to respectfully, when you are concerned, you use your voice, right? Use your voice. We want you to be the best players. I want a high percentage of you players getting out and being successful on the field and off the field. If it's going to college, if it's everything, right? College for playing football, if it's college for your career. I want you to be successful, and this is what this is about, right? So we are going to be making you even more accountable, even the way you carry yourself. I'm going to be asking for all you guys. You guys are going to have to now connect with me through Instagram because I have to follow you. I'm following you. Yep. Yeah, you give me that look. So if your Facebook pages and Instagram pages need to be cleaned up, do it before, I get to see them or any of your coaches get to see them. Because if I see stuff on it, you're going to have to change it because what happens when players are scouting or coaches are scouting, you know what we do first? We look at your Facebook, we look at your social media. And if you start putting stuff up, like Ramaya, I know Ramaya, you don't do this. Y'all got stuff up, you're hanging out, and you're partying and doing something crazy, right? It stays with you, okay? If you're on there kind of on the side talking to your friends and just carrying on bad using language, that stuff stays with you. So I want you to be very mindful that those Facebook, that media is the first thing we look at, okay? So we're going to help you guys with all that. So also I want you guys to understand the coaches, success has no excuse and shows no pain. If you thought that as you're getting older and you think that, oh, wow, I'm really a good player, we're winning games, we're doing well, or I'm the most talented player on the group, and if you think it stops there, okay, you're going to have a long time and a long journey with us, yeah? You need to grind through more. You need to work harder. You need to share. You need to set higher goals, and that's what this January Power Words is going to be like, right? You're going to set goals for January and what you want your season to look like, what you want your schooling to look like, yeah? You guys are going through probably a back-end remote learning, yeah? There's no excuse. You set time for it. You figure it out. You don't sit there, oh, you know, I'm just going to go sleep today. This teacher's driving me. No, that's what pain feels like. That's what goes to that pain is like, geez, I'm tired of this. No, you got to commit to it because that's where we are, right? So you're going to have to find ways to keep yourself at a high standard because it becomes good practice. It is good practice. Trust me. So the last thing I want you guys to do is I need you to shift your mindset as you're working with us, right? Shift that mindset, going from not just you. Like Catherine, I'm going to pick on you. Where is she? Just show her face. Right. Catherine, we went through this before. And one thing about me, I had the conversation with because you guys can handle it. Catherine, we know you're a talented player, right? So now, Catherine, we got to get her to now continue to share her talent. But if Catherine decides, oh, yep, I'm going to walk. I'm taking a break today. Yep, I'm on vacation. I'm taking because I'm skillful. I got this. That don't work. Because what happens, Catherine, is that we want you to share. So if I'm a player on your team developing, I got to learn from you. So you become one of our strong leaders, right? Christiana, same thing. You guys become our leaders. Christiana, your personality is more dominant, hard work, grind. What I'm going to need you to do now to share with the group, is now you see a player kind of like not giving a lot. Hey, come work a little harder, right? So that's where your leadership skills and how it's all gonna kind of help each other connect. Okay. So with that said, let's find out and let's see what you know. Hold up, we got 2 more people coming in. So let's see what you know. Okay. Let's go through our principles. Now that you heard all this, we gotta form 4 principles. Let me let you know what's on the table already from your last groups. You guys, I'm expecting some strong principles. So together, we got to fill four principles before we go forward, right? The principles that's been laid out first for your U9 group, they said one of our player principles, and this is for everybody, never settle for nothing than your best. That was 1. Number 2 was respect each other and coaches. Number 3 was that one of our principles, we want to make sure that all our coaches are continuing their learning skills so they can help develop us. The 4th principle was never let your hair down, never give up. 5th principle was be supportive to each other. And the last, or the sixth principle was practice as hard as you play. Practice as hard as you play. So guys, we have to come up with 4 more because once this is completed, everybody will get this. So let's go through it. Catherine, let's give me a principle. What's a principle?
Catherine says she doesn't know.
Catherine, no, not Catherine say it. Catherine needs to answer. Catherine say it. You're not speaking for Catherine. Not Catherine say it. No, sir. Wrong house. Wrong Zoom. Catherine, give me a principle. And if you're not sure, just say you're not sure. That's all.
I'm not sure.
Oh, brilliant. Good. Nobody speaks for you. Thank you. That's all I need. All right. So let's go with anybody a principle? Call somebody out.
You don't know a principal?
I already had trust issues
I
before.
don't see the I can't see the names coming up. So anybody want to share a principle? Anybody?
Wait, I have one, but I can't remember how it's worded.
Okay, guys, we got to get through 4. Yeah.
I think it's like an extra 15 minutes a day goes a long way or something like that.
Yeah. So committee. Let's kind of how we can do that. Committee. Okay, let's put that. Okay, and I'll reword it. 15 minutes an extra. Okay. Anybody else? Come on, you guys. You are my oldest group. I'm expecting a greater participation. But look at what I'm talking about. It could be anything. It could be like hard work, working harder, right? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Today?
I have one.
We're here.
Always be ready to adapt.
Yes, I love it, right? Be ready to adapt, okay? Which means is that change. Be ready to change. If you're looking to be successful, okay? Be ready to adapt. Awesome.
Ready?
I was gonna say, oh shoot. You make mistakes so that you can learn from them.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna put make mistakes. Fear not. So I want to make it stronger, right? Fear not to make mistakes. You know. So let me figure it out because see, a lot of people, a lot of players, they're frightened to make a mistake, so they wouldn't try something, right? They wouldn't try it because they feel they're gonna fail. Okay. Okay, I got something. All right, we need one more, right?
I have one.
Yes.
When you fall down, get back up.
Yes, you fold on, get back up. Okay. Okay. Yep. I'm sorry, I'm just writing you guys. Okay. So that one of make mistakes, okay, so how we learn. We're gonna go Learning more from mistakes. Okay. All right. So now, you know the saying, when you fall down, you get back up. Do you know they have this thing back in, you know, we used to say, well, you know, is find out is when you fall down, when you get pushed down, is people on you, is focus really on getting back up. I'm also going to add to that, because you got to find out who's pushing you down. Yeah. Who's making you fall down? What's making you fall down? What's making you fall off track? Because once you know that getting up, you can now kind of really help to kind of fix that. If I feel is that my fear is allowing me to fall down and fall backwards, I got to overcome fear. That's when I stand up, I become greater, right? So that's going to be the key, okay? Now, those are awesome. Thanks, you guys. It was simple and easy, all right? So our next piece, we're going to understand this game. Now, I'm not going to go through the video. We're going to talk about the thirds of the field. Does everyone understand the thirds of the field? Please tell me you do, because we got to go through this, all right? What are the thirds of the field? I was actually the thirds of the field. The last groups I had to play the video. Tell me the 3/3 of the field. What are 3/3 of the field? If you take the field, you divide it, what are 3/3 of the field?
The attacking third.
Brilliant.
The attacking third? Is that
Awesome.
right?
Yes, you got attacking third. That's good. Who's that, Catherine?
Yes, it's me.
For talking. Yes. Excellent, right? The attacking third. What are the other 2/3?
The defensive.
Brilliant. Defensive.
And then the mid.
Excellent. Those are your 3/3. Did some of you guys not know that? It's okay. Just say, listen, it's fine. I don't want to play the video if you guys have got it. What are some things that you should be doing and concentrating in these thirds? Anything you could do. As far as the defensive third, what are some focuses that my defenders or anybody that's in their third can actually focus on, should be focusing on?
Awareness.
Brilliant. Who said that? Who said that? Where's that voice coming from? Oh, is that?
Slasia.
Stasia. Yes. Awareness. Anything else? Okay. Here we go. Let me explain something to you, right? Guess what? I'm going to start shouting at you, because some of you guys did this before. And what has happened to you guys is that we don't connect our learning to when we're going through training. So you just do it to remember. So this will be, you're going to watch the video. Here we go. Get your pens and paper out. All right. And we're going to follow along. So now you can have it. Okay. But I will take fold for this. Here we go.
Hello, my players. Hope all of you is doing well. Now listen, this is going to be one of many classroom sessions we're going to be doing with you, okay? The session today, first of all, I want you to get a piece of paper, get a pen, get a marker, okay? Get a nice piece of paper, because it's very important, and you can put this in your binder, okay? This is your first session today, first classroom session. So when you get your piece of paper, I'll give you some time. I want you to write thirds of the field, okay? So write on the thirds of the field. So all you gotta write up top, thirds of the field. That's our topic today. Very simple, not gonna be long, okay? So I'll give you some time, get your paper. Now, once you get it, I want you to draw a field. That's right, draw a field. So let me draw my field here, across. I'm gonna come down. I'm not a good drawer, okay? Gonna come across. Awesome. Gonna put my little goal in here and my little goal. All right. Simple as that. Okay. Draw your field. Now, I don't think you can see the bottom of my field, but it is there. Okay. So what we're gonna do is now when you draw your field, okay, I want you to put lines in. Okay. Now let's put our field lines in. So we're gonna take our same in the middle. This is the center of the field, okay? The center. All right. Now, this is where we got two halves. We're gonna design this field if our team is going this direction, okay? This means is that we are defending this side and attacking this side, okay? What does the thirds mean? What are the thirds of the field? Before we get into anything more this tactical, I want you to understand the thirds of the field. And also what I'm gonna do is add in there
The sound is gone. Hello. Can anybody else hear?
Nope.
It's because he
No.
muted
No.
himself.
Coach Bascom. No? Okay.
okay? This third, all right, is my defensive third. This is my defensive area, okay? This is the area where we defend, okay? This is our defensive area.
Now, question. Now, do you guys remember? Yeah? You guys are writing? You remember? Any questions? Okay. All right.
Coach Bascom, we didn't hear any of that because you muted your mic.
Okay. So which part?
Like from when you walked away and came back. We didn't hear nothing.
All right, so we add that because that's going to be our next session talking about balance. All right, so the thirds of the field. So let's break the field down into thirds. Okay, so if I'm looking at, if this is now my first third, so let's divide this field up into thirds. Okay, I'm a little off. All right, so we've got one third, another third, and then our bottom third. It's important that you understand this. This is the first basis of breaking up a field so you can understand what the thirds are, okay? Because you're going to hear this in the coaching sessions. Okay, what do you think? If I'm defending this side, okay, this is the side I'm defending. What do you think this third is called? I want you to think about it, okay? Take some time to think about it. Give about 5 seconds, right? Just think about it. What is this side called? This area, this third here, what is that third? Okay? So look at the third. What is that third? Awesome. If you said defensive third, okay? This third, all right, is my defensive third. This is my defensive area. Okay, this is the area where we defend. Okay, this is our defensive area. Let's go to our second third. The second third is going to be between the red and the red. All right, what do you think this third is? What is this third? We've got our defensive third. So what would this third of the field be? Excellent. That's right. If you said this is the middle third, the midfield third, then you are correct, right? So this third is the midfield third. Yeah, it's in the middle of the field, okay? It's in the middle of the field, so it's a mid-third. What about this? If you got your defensive third, your midfield third, what can this third possibly be? Excellent. It's either going to be your attacking third, okay? You're attacking this area, okay? or it can be your offensive third. Okay, very important you understand the thirds of the field. Now, here's the other thing. What happens, my players, in these thirds? Okay, in each third, there's a different mindset shift in each third. If I'm playing in the defensive third, I have to still play sharp, okay? So I'm still playing sharp in this area. I have to play sharp. Write this down, sharpness, okay? But now I have to make sure is that I am patient and I do not make mistakes, okay? So the least mistakes I'm making in here, all right? Less mistakes, all right? Very important, making less mistakes. I have to be patient, okay? And I have to play under control. I cannot panic, okay? I cannot panic. So I have to play under control. This area is the most crucial area because the least mistakes you're gonna make in this area. So this means is that you don't dribble in this area, you don't get stuck with the ball. When in doubt, you clear the ball out, okay? All right, but this is when we're teaching the curriculum, you're gonna learn how to play in that third. What about this next third? What about this midfield third? What about the pace of the game? Okay, the pace of the game is gonna also be, it's gonna be sharp, right? That's right, pace of the game is also gonna be sharp. We have to be sharp in this area. We don't wanna move the ball too slow. We don't wanna be slow because this is the area, it's called the transition area, okay? This is where we start to transition. Okay, that's a transition area. This area transitions you now. If I've got players that's playing into this midfield area, you're transition now into the attack and you're transitioning the ball from defense. So your pace of the game still has to be sharp, okay? But guess what happens? You're gonna find yourself being a little bit more creative in this area, okay? So you're starting to transition from being patient, less mistakes, okay, control, to start, you still want to be under control, okay? But what happened now is you're going to start to be a little bit more creative, okay? So write this down. My defensive area, I want to be sharp, less mistakes, patient, under control, okay? My midfield third, my midfield area, I still have to be sharp. This is where I'm starting to transition, okay? And in the transition, you're still going to be in control, but you're going to find you may make a little bit more mistakes, okay? Because this is an area that's heavy, all right? There's a lot of people in this area. And also you're going to start to be more creative. What does creative mean? When I'm actually to be creative in this area, what does that mean?
What does being creative means? Where's my midfielders? What does it mean by being creative? Do I have
Catherine?
Catherine, creative? What does it mean by being creative? Is that
coming up with good ideas to like move forward?
Yeah, that's all right. Correct. Just being creative. That's the area where that midfield area being creative is like, you know, think of as I use this a blank piece of paper, right? And all you're doing on that blank piece of paper, right, is turning it into something, right? Blank piece of paper. Can you turn it into something? Can you be creative enough to turn it into something that's awesome, right? Can you, like when you're playing, think of the field as that, because that's the area you got to get yourself out of trouble. That's an area where you're going to get heavy traffic. All your skills, all your movement, doing things outside of the box, right? Creating something for a through pass to support your execution. Can you be creative? It could be like, and learning these outside, you know, the foot passes, inside the foot, bending balls, being creative. You may have to flick a ball over a player's head, being creative, right? Transition, going through, being creative to get the balls through the lines, all right? So you're going to have to be creative. You're going to have to be, you know, like able to also fear not to make those mistakes, okay? Being creative. Yep.
Good, yeah, that's good, right? Creative means is that now I'm gonna be taking all my skills, all that complexity, skills, the turns, the passing, right? And trying to find balls which allows me to execute, okay? So I'm being creative. I gotta think out of the box, not being afraid to make mistakes in here, okay? Because one of your job is gonna be is to help find the forwards and help to transition into this attacking area, okay? All right, if you make mistakes, it's okay because you got numbers. You're just gonna limit your mistakes because when you're being creative, this means you're gonna be taking some chances, okay? Now, let's look into this area. This is an area here that is very important. You cannot, all my players, once you get into this area, you're gonna, yes, you gotta be that much sharper. You know why? Because now the other team's trying to stop you from scoring, right? So you still, you know, you gotta be sharp. Do you have to be creative? Oh yes. You wanna score goals, you gotta be creative, right? Because it's part of your execution. You wanna create, be creative. What else? You still have to play under control, right? If you can't go forward, you go back. You stay under control because we want to stay in that first moment of the game. And what's next? So we have sharp, creative, control. What about, are we going to make mistakes? Yes, we're going to make plenty of mistakes in this area. So you're going to have to understand this is the area where you're going to make plenty mistakes. I want you to understand that you're going to make a lot of mistakes in this area. So I want you to be very, very patient in here. Don't get down on yourself. I'm not talking about patient in your game. I'm talking about patient with yourself. You're going to make mistakes. If you miss a pass, if you miss a goal, it's okay. If you try to dribble a player one-on-one, that's okay. We encourage it, all right? But you're going to make some mistakes. You're just going to have to get your mindset right because that is very, very important, okay? If you make a mistake, you get back, you go again, We're going to encourage that. So this area is the area in the offensive area where you're going to find yourself being creative even more, but you're going to make a lot more mistakes, okay? So not going to stress you out with anything else, but I want you to understand that this is called the thirds of the field, okay? Write this down, draw it up, make sure, rewind the video, go back, put it in slow motion, right? So you can see, so you got the thirds of the field. We got defensive third, midfield third, attacking third. Defensive third was sharp, make lots of mistakes, be patient, under control. Midfield third, sharp, transitioning area, control the ball, be creative. Attacking third, sharp, be creative. We're gonna take chances as well, take chances, control, and also understand you're going to make mistakes, okay? That's it. That is it. My young people, my young players, okay, wish you all the best. Our next session, what we're going to do is balance the field, okay? We're going to talk about balancing the field, all right? And after that, then we're going to do our next class to teach you on positioning and the moments of the game. So right now is what we're going to do. Our next session, we're going to focus on balance, all right? Thank you. Look forward to working with you the next time.
So, now, I know you guys have heard this before, right? Who hasn't heard that before? Who hasn't heard the thirds of the field? Just put your thumbs up if you have not heard it before, right? All of you's heard it. So what we have to do, you guys, is that if we got to keep going back and playing these videos next month, 2 months from now, 3 months, that tells me that you're only getting the information and you're only remembering it. Or you're only just for the time. You have to, obtaining the information, it only becomes useful to you if you retain it. I can give it to you, but if you don't retain it, for instance, I know when I'm down the back. I know right away I'm down the back. I have to be patient on the ball, but my sharpness has to be there. So I gotta deliver good passes because that's a crucial area. So if you get in training and down the back, the coaches have to remind you, hey, why are you dribbling? Why are you giving softer passes? Why are you Why are you taking your time and not bothered? This means is that you haven't taken the information and put it into your training session or games. That means is that there's going to be a learning curve breakdown. Remember, there are 3 areas, and you're going to learn this in school as well. You got to understand the information we're giving you. You got to relate the information. And I think the breakdown with you guys is relating, right? So here's what I want you to really understand. Everything that we're teaching you, and start now, even if you had some notes from way back, you pull it forward, pull this stuff. If you're part of the academy, pull it up. And I want you to start understanding, I got to relate it. How can I relate this information? And I think the missing piece of you guys, how many of you guys actually research players, like other players, other teams? Put your thumbs up if you look at other teams like other teams play. Okay, cool. How many of you now look at other teams and look at players that play in your position? Okay, good. How many of you, you know, are kind of like, all right, you know what? Okay, I'm a midfielder. Coach just told me the system. Now I got to go to, oh yeah, this team. How many of you can watch a game and say, yes, they're playing a 4-4-2? Or do you have to look and see, okay, brilliant. You know what this means? Is that you guys getting so much information. Now we got to pull this information into our complexity for use in game stuff. Coach Roberts and Coach Keita said you guys are doing well, grabbing it, right? That's why I love coaching girls. You know why? Because you guys retain, you grab the information. Now I got to get you to understand the huge values, right? Because if I was a scout and I came to you and we had this first session as a scouting you, and if you told me you know the thirds of the field, I will start booting some of you outside. Okay, kick you out of the room, kick you out of the room, kick you out of the room, right? Because what happens is that we don't have time to teach it again. That's what happens at that level. So what teach you now, you got to make sure you retain this. You got to keep this because it's so important, right? This becomes a part of your language. Awesome? Good. So, culture. Anybody tell me what culture means? What's the culture means? Guys, we're going to go 5 minutes over because I started 5 minutes late. What does culture mean? What does culture? When we talk about a culture, if I talk about a culture, what does that mean? Culture, climate. It's right there. You can see it, right? What does it mean? Somebody would just
what we see, hear, and feel.
Right? Yes, that's all. Simple. I gave it everything right there to see, hear, and feel. Players, you have a responsibility for creating new norms of standards, a good culture, because you are, you know, in a position to show our younger players, right? You're in a position to help this grow. If a player sees you not working, that's not creating a good culture. They're not going to work. If a player sees you strolling around, they're going to do the same thing. But if they don't do the same thing, and if they look at you and be like, hey, well, she's not doing it, means you have to be made accountable. So when we're looking at a culture, see, hear, and feel, we want to create a culture. We want to change the culture, okay, from being just cool. We want you to be higher learners. We want you to really be, you know, the players that's going to really excel, right? You may not be, some of you may not be bothered to go to college and get a scholarship. That's okay. But we want you to be bothered, a culture that's going to be bothered for you to be successful. So everything we teach is for you to learn outside the game, okay? Because we got to really fast track you guys because now you're getting at that age. So with helping to build this culture, okay, and to support our culture and a positive climate, we want to give you some leadership skills and social dynamics, right? Because we got to now continue to make you connected to the game. So we have to now connect on some of the things that happens outside the game. Some of you guys you may know some of these young people. These are all your players. You see Akila down there? I had to put a picture of her. This is when the old players, they came up to Baltimore. Okay, so Akila's been through it. She's processed this, you know. So at the time you're going to see her, may not see her. She's been through this many times. She's heard it from Tia and Tatum. But this is the environment we're getting, right? Getting players working together, grinding together, what it's going to take. Okay, so we're building that culture. To start this culture off with you guys, we are building this, or this has already been built. We're going to start in January. We have power of one words. Our word for this month is sacrifice. Word for next month, sorry, not this month, January is sacrifice. Then got believe, then change. Each month, okay, we are going to be setting goals and doing certain things. This is a part of your leadership development. This month of December is Unity. Our theme is holiday celebration, event. We'll be doing, donations, but it's too late for that, especially the COVID stuff. And then our workshop needs to be like get a visit from Santos and so on. Here we're going to focus on January, okay? Our word is sacrifice. You're going to have to take this word, decorate it as much as you want, as hard as you want. You do whatever you want. You're going to have to put it somewhere and get it ready to put up somewhere in your room or anywhere around your house. That's your power word. Your homework for our next session, we're going to follow up. I want you to develop goals. What is your goals? What's some goals that you want to have for yourself starting the new year? Everybody has goals. They always kind of have these, okay, wow, January, I want to start these awesome goals. Well, when you put your goals down, we're going to see them through. Oh, yes. You know how many people set goals for January? Yes, I got a new year. I'm going to go. I'm going to exercise more. 2 months later, they stop. And then they're like, yeah, wait till next year. Next January, I'll do it. And then before you know it, right? So we're going to help you. So what you're going to have to do when January comes around and our actually workshop that we're going to do around January, you're going to have to show me that word. You could decorate it. You could put whatever you want on it. You can create it however you want, but that word has to be posted. Then when we get to February, we're going to focus on the word believe. This is February's Black History Month, and we're going to kind of set up where you're going to have to now share some sort of empowerment speech. It's not going to be long. It can be short, okay? And you can videotape it and send it to us. What is your, what moves you? What would you like to say to others to drive them, okay? And the one thing I am trying to do is trying to get the premier to visit us on Zoom. That may happen. If it doesn't, I will get somebody to visit to have this conversation about the word believe, right? You believe it in something. So that's what we're going to do. That's our plan, okay? So note that by January, this word, you can put it up now. You can set it up now, but that's going to be our focus for January, yeah? Any questions about that? Awesome. So ideas. Anybody want to come to some ideas about like sacrifices right away from now that you think you could possibly, for January, that you think what your sacrifice is going to look like? Or creating some goals. Like one of the young people was saying is that one of the sacrifices is going to be sacrificing less TV for more exercise. Yeah, they said, this, I got to give up some TV because I want to exercise more. You guys can make like a goal can be cooking. Does any of you know how to cook? Hello?
Me.
Anybody else here know how to cook?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yes.
One of your goals could be learning how to cook. Yeah, like one of the goals, so it doesn't have to be football related. But then what sacrifices are you willing to get to that goal, right? When is that going to start? Starting in January, right? Okay, I'm going to sacrifice. How many of you do chores? Please tell me you all do chores. Do you do dishes and stuff? Christian, Catherine, how come you left the screen? You do chores? So these are
I have to sneeze.
You sneezed, all right? But these are some stuff that you guys can have, right? Set. So just to give you some ideas, but these are things that we're going to have to do because once we start going with these workshops, we're going to always go back to that, okay? So player research. Okay, one of your homeworks. Research players, please. I'm going to show you for about 2 minutes this little clip because I am taking 5 minutes more, okay? And I want you to go out. There's some unbelievable players out there. Unbelievable players. And watch the positions, get an idea, but I want you researching players that play in your position. And if not, it's okay. But I want you to start connecting and relating everything we're telling you to do with the players you're researching. They could be awesome local players. You guys may want to research Coach Keita. Like, I don't know if you guys even know her history on how good of a player she was. And I could show if she's probably, I don't know, she could probably still get her to roll the ball around, right? I'm not sure she's got any injuries, but when I tell you, she was a very, very good player, okay? So I want you guys to really, you got Coach Aquila, very good player. So she can tell you about even when she went for tryouts, playing pro. There's so much good talent we have there, and the rate connected to you. But here's some of our world players that if you guys want to take a look at. Like, you got some good talent out there.
Thank God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. Let me know it, let me see where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. If you quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my minutes. Now I got the knowledge, happy part of playing Quidditch. And my business is really see what thing that happens in that ass. I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Looking for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'm blow up in the summer, have them yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead, like a kitchen ball cap. When I came in the game like bro. Got a couple chains on me cause I like bros. They call me on the best, and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, they be taking ISO. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. That's what I hate.
So I cannot tell you, when you talk about talent, there's so much talent. Christiane, all right? Are you smiling over there?
No, I just have my hand up, so.
Okay. So got so much players, so there's so much talent. And like, I really want you to connect yourself with some of these players. And if you need some help, that's no problem, right? Just all you gotta do is Google. All you gotta do is Google. Google it, go on YouTube, find these players, right? So that's gonna be part of some things that you have to do, because what we're gonna do is that we're gonna be sharing your player, okay? We're gonna share your player, okay? So when you tell me a player, I'm gonna research it, we're gonna look it up, and then we're gonna start talking about their personality traits and how it affects everything, right? So that's why I want you guys to really check out. And if you guys need information from Coach Keeler, she's right there. Do you guys even know, like, that she played? You even asked her who she played for? Did you even ask her, like, anything about her game? No, right? So you have players right there, all right? And this is why you got, I'm sure you guys probably didn't ask Coach Keeler, right? So you got to ask these questions, okay? Because that's going to help with your growth. And that's some of the things we are going to help out with, because you guys need to have some history, okay? So the last thing, guys, homework and ball mastery. How many of you guys been on Team Snap and seen your homework? None, huh? All right. Yes. Yep. You better have been. Okay. So let's go through your homework. So what I'm going to do, let me find your homework stuff here. Okay. You guys shouldn't be able to see my screen. Coach Roberts, anything? Anything I missed out on with these guys? Anything I may have missed out on? How come I can't?
One of the biggest things, and Stasia mentioned it earlier, that we've been focusing on, girls, of course, is awareness. And awareness is needed in all three zones. You know, it wasn't on the video, but you need it in defense, from the keeper to the defenders, to the midfielders, to the forwards. I think our last session was really good for those that attended. Abby and who was inside the middle with you, Abby, done really well in that midfield zone, where you were making sure to look over your shoulder to see what type of pressure it was, yeah? So awareness is just scanning and awareness is going to be important in all reasons.
Players, and I'm going to tell you, it's so crucial because Coach Keita, and just so you know, like Coach Keita has got such of like direction for you guys and for this academy, okay? And what we're doing is supporting her, okay? So when Coach Roberts is telling you and explaining this to you, that's the direction that we're all on. So I want you to really understand like what the process is here, okay? So we're all on the same direction. Coach Keita is really wants you guys in the next 3 years to be at such a high level, right? That we continue to help grow the women's game in Bermuda. And just so you guys know, we do a lot of sharing of the information. So we help out, we have no problem helping out other clubs, other girls as well, because we want this whole thing to grow. So let's go through your homework before we leave. So if you go on your computer, and you can start today, get on, go through your TeamSnap, okay? Go through your account. When you go on TeamSnap, you'll see media. If you do it on your computer, you're gonna get all the information needed, okay? If you go to media, you'll see photos, videos, and files, okay? I want you to go to files first. When you go to files, anything that you guys need is right there. You have a COVID return to play. We got the coaches' drills. You're going to see everything. Nutrition. You have everything here. Your leadership. All your information. You're going to go to players. In your players, you're going to see all the zone stuff. You're going to see the media release forms. But then you're going to go and slide over to homework. Player development homework. You press on your player development homework. Press on. It's a PDF file. And you're going to see this. So let's say December. I check off December. I put my name. I check off December. This is my week 1, okay? My parents gonna sign off. Yes, when I'm full and done and finished my work. If I work on December, January, February, March, April, checking all of them off, and I start doing my work. Ball mastery 2, juggling, turns, one-on-one shooting. This is extra work. How much time am I gonna spend on it? Down here tells you, okay, your time to spend on your drills. Player to spend 10 minutes at minimum on skills selected. So once you select your skill, 10 minutes, a minimum of 10 minutes, okay? So take your 3 areas, work on 3 areas, okay, and develop those areas. Learn skill, execute, and repeat skill. Keep working on it, okay? So you may be saying, okay, well, what are these videos? Well, your videos are right in your TeamSnap. Go back to media, okay? Then you're gonna go over to videos. Homework video folder. You can find some other stuff in here as well, the curriculum, yeah, other videos, your screening. But you go to your homework file, and here you go. This covers all the homework areas. Your juggling, okay, shooting, and this is actually for our local players. Passing, so let's go to ball mastery. So you're looking at, you got close to 30 actually drills for ball mastery, 30 of them. So if you spend some time on them, that'd be awesome. Now you got your ball mastery 2, okay? And also your turns. So if you want to work on those turns, in your homework sheet, work on the turns, but always post in how much time you did, right?
Changes of direction. Number 1, the outside cut. Don't overrun the ball, but reach and save ground. Bend the knee slightly and cut with the ankle. It's in basic cuts like these that the ankle flexibility and control developed in a...
So you guys, so that's what you're gonna have to, so if you go into home all you got to do is go to media, okay? Go to your files first. You can download, you can print out, you can put it on your computer, your homework sheet, and then you go straight to your videos to find out which ones you want to work on. If you guys want your tips to school, your school's tips on how to set up your even like your room, you know, to make it more kind of user-friendly, especially right now you guys doing remote learning. So that's all we got for you today. All right, when we go again, it's going to be a little bit more engagement, much more engagement. Okay, we're going to do some work and get you guys into, you know, some more physical stuff. I am expecting you guys to work on some of that homework stuff, but when you come again, we're going to be actually working on your system of play. Okay, Coach Kita, and we're going to get together and we're actually going to lay out some video boards for you, so you're going to learn. You're actually going to learn system of play, what your roles are into those systems. Okay. So also we're going to follow up on everything else. Try your hardest to get, well, not try, well, you have to do it. This is a non-negotiable that your word sacrifice has to be done. It's a non-negotiable that you have to research a player. Those are non-negotiables, okay? So that's some very important information. So I appreciate you guys' time this morning, all right, or about afternoon now. Let's go with 3 things, 3, 2, 1, exit. 3 things you learned. One of 3 things you learned. Come on, anybody? Is it Kalila? Is that saying it right?
Yeah.
3 things you learned, young lady.
That you will make mistakes, and yeah.
Good. You will make mistakes, right? Keep grinding through. You will fail before you succeed. It happens. Fail many times, right? Like I said, you keep getting up. You keep getting up. Keep getting up. Anybody else? 1 of 3 things were right. Gianna?
You always have to be ready to adapt.
Yes, that's right. Ready to adapt. Yeah, you got to be ready to adapt. Taranay, how you doing, Taranay? You have been quiet all this time. Then it shocked me. Are you an Arsenal fan? Is that?
What's that?
Okay, go ahead. No, that's all right. Name something that you learned, Taranay.
The defensive parts.
Defensive. Brilliant. Yeah. Give me 2 things that you feel just what you learned that you need to focus on. Yeah. One of them will probably be is that you're going to have to retain the information, but always obtain it. Right? Retain the information. Anything that you feel that you need to work on.
Sharpness.
Okay.
I said sharpness.
Okay. Good. Anybody else?
We learned what happens in the thirds.
Yeah. Yeah. So, guys, we're gonna be yes. Yep. What else? And
that wasn't the question.
We moved on to a new question.
I'm sorry. That's all right.
Hey, Maya is, I'm telling you, thank God she has her back, but I tell you, it's not easy. It is not easy.
Little partners. Listen, you guys, so for next time we come, okay, you're going to see, we're going to set your times up, okay? One of the things we are going to do, I'm letting you know right now, you're going to be the first group to do it. I may go over all the groups, but we're going to have, okay, a throwback football, okay? We're going to be from the 70s. Let me tell you what we're going to do. So think about it now because it's coming. We're going to do it in January. You're going to have to find a player. Can be any type of player. Could be a female player, a male player from the 70s. You're going to have to dress up like that player. Don't you laugh, don't you smile. You got to dress up like that player, but you're going to have to now tell us about the player. So, for instance, in that 70s era, when I tell you had some good players in that area, yeah, you're going to have to go do some research, right? Do some research. And listen, it can be local players because we had some unbelievable local players as well. If you guys didn't know, the Manchesters, the Liverpools, the Tottenhams, they used to come to Bermuda to play against our teams.
Yeah.
How good your local players were. our national team, I'm telling you. So you're going to check with your parents. You go to some 7-this. We're going to 7-this, and you can dress up. I mean, you guys just wear afros. Yeah? So what we're going to do is that, so we're going to do our Zoom, and that's going to be a special little setup, okay? You're going to dress up like the player, but you got to tell us, or we have to guess who you are, okay? But you're going to give us little hints, right? And we're going to research. We're going to research that player. So we're going to have a little 7-this football throwback, okay? So do your research now. We're definitely going to do it in January, okay? We're going to start with you guys first. All right, you're going to be a 7-this throwback. So any questions about it? You guys nervous? You guys know anybody from the 7-this throw? You guys know any older players?
Maradona.
What's that? So somebody dressing up as Maradona? Someone's going to dress up as him? Somebody better pick it. I'm telling you, you got to dress up. Yeah, he had the little bushy curly hair.